Hello everybody. They don't give me start on time today because my family are coming back pretty soon. So I need to rush this live. Because by the time I pick them for airport, don't come back, I get MOP meeting. And by the time I finish on my MOP talk today, I don't just say I'll get power talk to anybody again. I'll be all talked out. So where are we now? The parenting conundrum. I just want to talk about this issue real quick, because it's really sad. But before I start, I want to touch on Uncle Snoop. Big Annie in the building. My sister was good. How you doing? Anyway, since this family parenting thing and family matter, let's discuss Uncle Snoop real quick. I'm not really to discuss the hypocrisy of Uncle Snoop himself, but to discuss the tactics of oppressors. 4 years ago, wey Snoop say anybody will go play for Trump, then Snoop can't go play for Trump this time around. He perform, he do DJ, he perform. What did every, but why would them Trump go for somebody like Snoop, where he insult people, where he go sing for them, is to pass a message to all of us that resistance is futile. Because many of them no go really question the kind of person where Snoop be in the first place. Should Snoop be somebody that we are taking serious in political issues? A self-acclaimed gangster. And as I don't tell you that many times, gangsters cannot be revolutionary, because by definition, gangsters, they prey on their communities, and a revolutionary is trying to liberate his community. You cannot liberate and prey on your community at the same time. But since our political education as African people, they're very low, people like Snoop, Kanye, Jay-Z, everybody, we don't get any political training, just based on say they are successful, they are all experts in our issues. They can say anything. In fact, they're the representatives. Yes, these are the representatives of African people all over the world. If you want to do anything, just carry one LeBron James, put for your side. Once white people don't put LeBron James for their side, black people are taken care of. Definitely, black people are in good hands. Once NFL don't put Jay-Z for their side, say make they arrange Super Bowl, they have solved the issue. There's no more problem with the relationship between NFL and black, so that's our level politically as African people, The real revolutionaries, political scientists, the real experts are excluded, and you just use famous people, But, that's the message. We go make themselves say na Trump they want and na Snoop they want. Knowing fully well, say Snoop just talk what he talk. It doesn't mean anything to him. He just see him as a way to chase clouds, to get people to look in page, to hail and say, Snoop, I should tell them. I think that's it now. Once you can tell them. But I don't tell them that this thing for my last life. See, even people for government today, they yap government. Government people self, they yap government. People with government, they for Senate. They part of people, they share money, they live large. They pass a year law. They thief money from their constituents every day. Then they go come outside. Say, yeah. People go hear them. The man they talk through. Now that being said, make I jump into the topic. This live no go long because I don't talk. I'll just cut time short. You see, I realize, for all the noise we make about, how we care, children, we are in Nigeria, Africa as a whole. But let me talk about the one I'm really sure of. Nigerian parenting is just poor. The parenting is bad, sorry. Because we don't now mistake poor people as parents, which is poor parenting. And I'll really explain. Poor parenting means you're a parent without a lot of means. So if you give your child, all the comforts and luxuries that can be afforded by a rich parent, but the poor parent should not automatically make one a bad parent. Being a poor parent should not automatically make one a bad parent, And the only thing there are two things parents must do for their children, in my eye, is to sacrifice so that child can have the opportunities where you get, and to make sure you teach the pikin bad thing. Pass those two things. To sacrifice so that your child can get the opportunities where you get, and two, not to teach your pikin bad thing. And to teach your pikin bad thing no mean say now you teach am the bad thing, or say now your hand learn am. Even if you see your pikin they do bad thing, you stop am, or you encourage am in any way in doing bad thing, it means say that you say you teach the pikin. Now what you mean by that? So if your pikin na arm robber, because you be arm robber, no be you give am gun, but you say you rob, you bring money, come inside the chop inside. Now you dey teach am bad thing. You dey teach am bad thing with that. So now you supposed say, no, go rob there together. No be say you go sit down for house, say may they go, may they bring a come, that's bad parenting. The right thing to do. You be arm robber. Where my own gun? More go together. If you need money, like that. If you need money like that, you understand? You take your own gun, you go with the child. Not be saying you go see me, you can go thief. You come the house. You can't come back, you pray for him. Or you teach him the bad thing. You see, in the process of going with that child, you are sacrificing, because if he kill you, he might not come back. You don't understand? When I don't consider that because of me now, and I don't follow that pikin and join Yahoo and armed robber and kidnap gangs. Now joke me at the joke for a year. You're supposed to discourage. In case I have to tell you, the right thing to do is to discourage, total discourage the child. You understand me? Because when they in Nigeria, they will catch one father and son now. When they go rob, they go say, that she will say, if my pikin come out and I can't see this one, where you go rob. So I say, instead of I collect the money for her, no, we go together. Anyway, so we mistake poor parenting for bad parenting. And many of us too, because we are prone to this poor parenting behavior. Sneakers, I swear, if you try any rubbish here, now outside you will sleep for like 4 days. Because you don't start to the behavior, your behavior, you will say you won't try. Don't put all your paper for ground. Right back at you. This my daughter don't get bad mouth now. If you keep for an interview, go do one kind of sound. I don't say that it is swear for you. All those sounds really good make after you talk to her. Mama ship me for you. Yeah, bye. Anyway, so I realized when I look at the way we live with our children, so many children out of school, these same people will not put their children for school, but they use the children, they sell markets. Even for main road, where they want to feed the pikin. Children walk on the street, children are beggars all over the place. The state, their parents don't have responsibility. The state of Nigeria too, taking responsibility for these children. Now, not even those children they talk about, that it is clear that the parenting, their relationship with their parents is dead. I'm talking about those ones, because we can all see, and all of them, they contribute to one, and they contribute, they go. But when they give them money, they buy things for their hand. If that pikin go sell something for go slow for 1 week, nobody buy anything. So your parents go sell and go back there with load for head. Whether they will come sell them by themselves, may they find way. Your duty as a parent is to sacrifice everything you have for your children to be, not to experience what you are experiencing. When you can, when people feel just abandon that responsibility, turn out to share the responsibility with the pikin. Them and the pikin call they share the responsibility of the household. They call they sell them to the pikin as if it's a noble thing that the child is doing. If the child don't come follow them, maintain household, the child is a bad person. The child has suddenly become a bad child. If this child, who no ask you to say you won't come this world, now you go carry your prick and to go the fuck. Una get belly and no do abortion. Una carry the pikin, una born and finish. Now they hip on a responsibility. The way una no fit carry the responsibility of una country, na so una go refuse to carry the responsibility of raising una children. Because na the same thing your children need from you, now your country needs from you. Self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice. But it is too far from many of you. That self-sacrifice that you cannot give to your country, you cannot give it to yourself. Because now your country is yourself. So when you cannot give it, how can you not give it to your child? Many young people in Nigeria are under pressure taking care of their parents. And those parents will sit down confidently and pressure that child if the child does not fulfill the responsibility of taking care of them. Now, I'm not saying it is wrong to take care of your parents, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of the most noble acts. As Africans, we want to grow old and successful so that we can repay our parents and take care of them in old age. But the issue where that part of our culture comes from is that those parents sacrifice for us to be successful. Because it's out of our success that we can take care of our parents. No parents should put any responsibility or make their child's life harder if that child is not yet successful. The duty of that parent, Mona forgot this in our prayer. Mona say, no, your duty is not to help your child do bad things, it's not to cover your child. Say, it's not to be, is to sacrifice for that child to be successful. And while that child is trying to be successful, you don't have any rights, say, to heap your own problem on that child. Now the pikin go put problem for your own head. The pikin then go put problem for your own head. You have no problem to relay your economic, personal problems on your child. Now, if you relay the problem in an elder relating to child way, so you see what they go through, and immediately they tell the child the solutions where you create to solve the problem. You know, and they tell the child to advise you. They talk ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbàgbọ́n la fi dálé Ifẹ̀. Àbí? Say okay, nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ rèé o, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe rèé o, ọmọ mi kí ló rò, ṣé kí n ṣe báyìí, àbí báwo ni. But not be say you dey tell the child say, wetin you wan now do to solve this problem for me? Pikin wey never get, pikin wey still dey hustle for life, wey still dey. That's why many children are out here in these streets. Many children are out here in these streets carrying the responsibility of their parents. I repeat, many children are on these streets because of the responsibility of their parents. Children in their 20s, we never even get work. I'm at the Dawonsi streets to the pressure. There's a difference between poor parenting and bad parenting. Now, don't get me wrong, even among the rich, as they teach that, because many of the rich people for Nigeria, they are now so bad things that they do. So all they do is also teach their children to continue the bad. So I'm not even discussing those ones. I want all their money they thief for Nigeria. All that money they thief now knows like this. Now everything they enter. In the next 20 years, Mulomba law. Not be this Lagos where they look so. This Lagos where me I did, like where they look all on our children. And like they thief all this money. Got on ball on here. All in our house, they will sell everything. All this cow that they every goddamn shit. I say, tell me, you never show me that rich Nigerian man. All these their people will die, where their children add value. Say, okay, my papa leave this one. We say, come add to right, come be this one. Now, man disappear. He say, man disappear. He wakuwa yen walara gbogbo yin. So don't worry. One generation. I'm talking of we the people, among us the people, you know, among us the people. Most of the parents for Nigeria today put a lot of pressure on their children, and children are supposed to carry the responsibility of their parents. Now, parents are supposed to carry the responsibility of their children. Now, if you are lucky enough and you get a successful child, somebody really lucky enough to become successful at a young age, yes, okay, fine. Clap for yourself, remove your shoe and your coat and tie, dust it, hang it, and live off your child. Fine. But if you see, say your child is still in the process, in my way they stay with somebody for the city where in day, for where they go work. Whatever this child they do, whether they work, whether na Yahoo boy, whether na runs girl, whether na teacher. So far, they say your pikin never get there on your own 2 feet. Say, you see, they put in life together. It is very poor as a parent. No matter what you are going through, say, that is what it means to be grown up, to be an elder. No matter what it is you are going through, to transfer that responsibility to your child. Àwọn èèyàn ní Calabar, ojú kálá lọ. Àwọn èèyàn ti kálá yẹn, wọ́n ti wá wọ Calabar. Ìyẹn ní Calabar. Those kind of people can do anything. Those kind of people can do anything. Now that their behavior, now you just leave them for that level where they did. And they tell you, see some kind of downful driver, old man, when they drive downful, they do like, I go like, every time they jam me, I just say, you this downful man. Now this is your behavior. They don't tell you since you small. This is your behavior, so stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Now lie. You know go here. You know go here. You know go here. See you now, 50-something driving downful. Oh, boron. Oh, láti kékeré ó ti sọ fún ọ. Ìwà yìí ti wà lára ẹ̀, ó ti wà lára ẹ̀. Oh, boron. Because no matter what anybody says, I have numerous stories of women, men that have little means, and then they raise their children to be something. And upon their children, they try. Them gone, they even tighter position. They give they can never send their children outside. That the children will go bring. No, my mom and I get very, we are not close at all. I was closer to my dad, and my dad first died. And as I was young, my mom put a lot of pressure on me, like to be who I am today. She was serious. Man, you must practice, you must do this, you must do that. I was always working. All my life I've been working. I swear that there's no time in my life that I wasn't working. I cannot remember a time in my life that Seun, I wasn't working. I can't remember. There was one time in my life. You remember when I was in Liverpool, but I was still going to school. Everyday school. That is like work. So I cannot remember one time in my life that I was not engaged fully in life. And after my father's passing, my dad died when I was 14. I started to make money when I was like 18, 19. My mom was, if I want to give her money, I'll give her, but she never brought any pressure on me for what I'd earned. In fact, it was when I was short, she would give me from her own hand to carry me on, or to maybe I make money again, or anything as a young man. Don't get me twisted. I used to help her a lot when I had money or when I did a deal and things were good. But one thing that she never did was to bring her problem to me to solve. I would have solved problem. Never. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's important. Because more and more young people I speak to, I find out that, not even their own personal development, they are distracted with their parents' survival. Their own personal development has now come second to making sure that their parents' household is functioning. Parents, please do better. We need to do better. It is very important that we raise our children well. We sacrifice for them. That is what gives people value. When you show children that kind of unconditional love, when you show people unconditional love, that's when they value themselves. That's when they can be their best selves and try to be the best that they can be in life. When you make people feel like you can only like them and love them when they give you something or what they're contributing to your life, then they don't feel complete as human beings. They feel like they always have to do something to please people. They become people pleasers. And it is people pleasers that become psychophants. And it's psychophants that become passive members of society. Where government feel they write them as they like. They know if you talk, they can't do anything because they don't want to offend anybody. Since they cannot do for the government people, they don't want to offend them so that they will like them. They cannot give them anything but they are healing. They must always give something. So if I cannot give big man anything now, what can I give this big man? Let me start hailing him. Twale Baba, let me give you my hailing, give you my self-worth, give you my self-respect, so you can like me by force. Because there's nothing. Why would anybody like me? The same relationship our country has with us. We are not worthy of anything except we are doing something for them. We are not a good enough reason to do anything. And since these parents too will not do anything for their children in the first place, will not sacrifice to send them to good school, find work for them, put them in good line, train them to be something. Be kind to them. Everybody begins to believe this nonsense. All relationships now based on what people can get out of it. Give and take, give and take. Their taking hand is embracing everybody. Their giving hand is pushing everybody away. The hand where they take, they embrace everybody left and right. But their hand when supposed to give, they take push, push away. Push away. Push away. You have to take, embrace, stretch, give. Embrace. So yeah, that's what I want to share today. I need to go airport now to pick my family. You all have a blessed Sunday. And yeah. Let's be better to the children, man. Let's be better to the children. Make Adara come now. Say, me I tell me open in piggy bank, safe. Let's share the money inside. I have problems. All that get piggy bank, the money for that piggy bank, fi buy car. Only she cannot sit on that kind of money. I have issues. When I pick her for people, we enter house now. Me and Adara must discuss some problems I have. Make she open her piggy bank. Since that's what we are doing now, right? That's what we are all doing now.